Hey guys, Rabbi Matt here with a quick message, an update for where our community is at in the middle of this pandemic. We've not been meeting since the beginning of March, and we're going to continue to not meet until we feel like we have a safe environment for all the different age groups and different people that we want to care for who are part of our community. So we don't have a date because those dates are kind of hard to pin down these days. We're sad not to be together. And we started in March in videos that we first started with, using the phrase, look, we're not afraid, but we need to use wisdom. And none of the decisions we're making are out of any kind of fear, but out of wisdom that God has given us to care for people that could be infected and would be infected. And the last thing we want to do is restart our Shabbat gatherings and then have to cancel them again. So we're just going to wait it out together. But you've seen on Facebook and our app and our website that we've been putting out a lot of different content. Our sermons and a little bit of worship is posted at 10:30 every Saturday morning on the Restoration app, on Facebook, on shalomtl.com, and on YouTube. Rabbi Ibars has started these 21-day devotionals, which take us through the end of the 50 days of Omer leading to Shavuot. And while we're sad not to meet together for the holiday of Shavuot, there's still plenty to celebrate in the good things that God is doing in our community. Some of those good things is I'm really encouraged because people who are part of Restoration are really doing an incredible job taking care of each other. And as a rabbi, it makes me quite proud of our community, that we're trying to live out the gospel the best way we can, and that we're showing actually encouraging each other and helping each other. There are a few people who have lost their jobs and some who have lost family members, and all of those things are made much more difficult in this season. But so far, in terms of us as a whole community, our giving has not gone down; it's actually gone up. And our engagement in the things that people are connecting to is going up. People are still filling out connect cards that are in our area, and we hope we're going to connect to our community in the middle of this pandemic, but also when we restart our Shabbat gatherings. Our thanks to people like Katrina Guile, who is putting in so much time to do a Zoom call with our kids and our kids program, the Restoration Kids, every Saturday when our service is posted. The people from our nursery program, and my daughter Siri, who's 12, is doing a Zoom with all the babies from the nursery. And if you're a part of Restoration and your kids have not been a part of those Zoom calls, you can send an email to our office, info@shalomtl.com, and we want to get your kids connected to those Zoom calls. I'm also available for Zoom appointments. And if you're isolated, I would love to meet with you over video and talk with you and pray with you and encourage you in this season. But I'm also encouraged because it hasn't just been me checking in on people. There's so many wonderful people in our community that are going out of their way to take care of each other and encourage each other. And the old Yiddish word I think of is naches. It gives me great naches, great joy to down into my guts of how much, how amazing it is, the time that people in our community are taking to care for each other. So we're not going to meet again until our leadership, our elders in training and our board feel like, as we're praying, feel like we have a safe environment where people can gather together. But we do want to encourage you, if you're on the social medias, to hit like on our posts, to share the sermons and Rabbi Ibar's devotionals for the 21 days of prayer, and to comment. because the more people do that, the more people will see it. One cool thing on Facebook is you can actually hit a button that's a watch party, and you can encourage your friends to watch along with you. And the more that happens, the more people will engage in the words we're putting out. And I'm not going to lie to you, I feel like the last 3 sermons I've preached are some of the best I've ever preached. And my sermon coming up on the Ascension is super exciting. If you haven't watched them, we encourage you to go back on the Restoration app and on our website, on Facebook, and watch, like, comment, share. And in everything that you're doing, I want to encourage you to not be afraid, but to also use wisdom with the brains that God has given us, to use wisdom in this season, and how we care for people, how we encourage our neighbors, how we encourage the restaurants in the places we live and the different businesses that are around us, how we the things that we invest in this season. And as we approach Shavuot, there is much to be thankful for in the giving of the Torah and the giving of the Holy Spirit, and that we can walk in the power of the Holy Spirit in the name of Yeshua. So I love you. I miss you. And we will be back together at our Shabbat gatherings at some point soon. But you can pray with us that God would give us wisdom in this season as we seek his face.